A lot of our cases are really interesting because you've got these family disputes and family dynamics, which I think are very human and we can all relate to some extent. But this one was straight out of a TV show plot. We had a client named Jenny who came to us about her dad's estate after he passed away. Jenny was her dad's only child. She was really close with him. He had remarried to a woman who didn't like Jenny very much. Her dad had married her when Jenny was a little girl, but she never felt accepted. Her stepmom had 2 daughters of her own, so Jenny always felt pretty left out. It wasn't really because of her dad. I mean, she always felt close with her dad, but her stepmom wanted to keep Jenny at arm's length. Her dad would actually hide Christmas gifts that he would buy for Jenny, and they would have their own private, secret Christmas celebrations so that Jenny's stepmom wouldn't find out. Jenny's dad found out that he was dying of cancer. It was his 2nd round, and he kind of knew that this was gonna be it for him. And he was thinking long and hard about how to provide for his family. He owned a home with his wife, and she had her own assets, and he had some investment accounts that he had worked hard for. He sat down with Jenny many times and discussed how those accounts were gonna be hers. He told her how to get into the accounts, what to do when he passed away, who to call. She was pregnant at the time that he died with her first child. Her stepmother had found out about those accounts being in Jenny's name as the beneficiary and had gone through her dad's phone and seen where he and Jenny had texted back and forth with each other about the passwords and how to get in there. And so the passwords were all there. Jenny's stepmother had changed the beneficiary on those accounts from Jenny to herself so that when Jenny's dad died, her stepmom was to be the recipient of that. And it's a substantial amount of money. It was a few $100,000, which is life-changing for most people. It's just pretty tragic, really sad for this girl who was, early 20s and having her first child and lost her dad, and he was really the only support and stability she had in her life. And she didn't want to make a big deal about it at the time because she didn't want to upset her dad. So what she did do was change the password on the account. She didn't go in and change the beneficiary designation. She just changed the password so that her stepmom couldn't get on the account anymore. Her stepmom got a notification about that and started panicking. She had actually called and impersonated her dying husband to verify the change was made to put her as the beneficiary. We don't often have a smoking gun in this line of work. This was a unique case in that we actually had recordings of the phone calls made between the stepmom and the investment accounts. It was shocking. She literally impersonated him, said she was him, disguised her voice.
My name's Keith, and I apologize. I have laryngitis.
The people with the company suspected exactly what she was doing.
You're positive I'm not talking with Debbie?
Good.
They ended up freezing the accounts, which was great. It stopped any payouts from happening before Jenny could get a lawyer and get help to figure this all out. It was one of the most surprising pieces of evidence we've ever come across here. And it was really helpful for our case, obviously. And she denied it. The stepmother denied that she did it. We mediated the case with a neutral retired judge as our mediator, and he helps both sides reach a solution. It was a great result for Jenny. She was able to recover a large portion of what her dad wanted her to get. Obviously, when you're mediating a case, there's compromise on both sides, so nobody has the total win that they would have if you won at trial. But you leave the day, and Jenny left that day knowing exactly what the outcome was, she was able to plan her future for herself and her son. We all felt like we did a good job in getting her a large portion of what her dad wanted her to have. And she said it gave her great peace of mind to have it all be over with and to know that she had a very good start for her son in life and she was able to take care of him now.
To watch the full episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, download the free VeryLocal app.